When catastrophic storms hit, torn off and blown and shattered windows can cut down a life in seconds, making flying glass a leading cause of injury and death. But is it preventable? One man believes so, and he is set out to remedy the problem one window at a time. Meet Carl Kernander, a pioneer in hurricane-resistant glass, or rather, a coating for normal glass made from a complicated substance with simple initials, P-E-T.
Okay, so even like the thickness.
The tensile strength of the PET we use ranges from 28,000 to 36,000 psi. It's incredibly strong stuff, and it's the same thing that water bottles are made out of.
Sounds like cool stuff, but how do we test it? Rather than wait around for a hurricane, we decided to make one.
And so you just charge it up until you are where you want to be?
Absolutely.
Chris Bennett from the National Certified Testing Laboratory brought his massive air cannon, big enough to fire an 8-foot 2x4 into test panes of glass.
Okay, so this is going to give us some kind of rough approximation of a low-type hurricane.
Absolutely.
Just how does good old plate glass, installed in 90% of American structures, fare against Chris's cannon? For our part, we'll be cowering in the corner, waiting for it to all be over.
Now, what speed are we going to fire the projectile?
Well, for today, we're going to shoot 22 miles per hour.
That's nearly a 9-pound board they're loading in.
There you go. 3, 2, 1, fire.
Oh, that was great. Most of the glass in the country would do this.
Most of it, yes.
All that remains of this window are jagged, razor-sharp shards, sure to act as deadly shrapnel.
But you can see how dangerous plate glass can be.
Yeah, right. I mean, the glass is going just the speed that the wood was coming in, so it's not really dampening any of the energy at all. The pieces stay so big that they have a really significant mass still.
Yeah, and I mean, I thought the biggest problem would be a giant piece of wood coming flying at you.
Turns you into coleslaw.
Right.
Yeah.
Human coleslaw? Nice image. Thanks for that, Carl. Next matchup, 9-pound 2x4 versus tempered glass. Panes that have been treated with an 1100-degree heating process, causing internal tensions that control its breaking pattern.
So, for tempered glass, we're going to shoot the same speed.
Same speed.
Okay, and tempered glass is about 4 times as strong.
Mm-hmm. I'm ready when you are.
All right.
3, 2, 1, fire.
Totally different sound.
Completely different.
But still, alas, the sound of one glass breaking.
Ooh. I guess the really nice thing about something like this, you know, this breaks and this hits me. It's not going to do anything. I would never want to do that with one of the plate glass pieces.
That'll definitely cut something important.
Let's review that one in slow motion while Jeff still has life and limb. The glass fragments remain stuck together, unlike the earlier untempered plate glass shards.
Wow, it's so different.
Yeah, I mean, this was 20,000 frames a second, and it's 8 frames, the whole thing's gone.
That's amazing. It's the first time I've ever seen tempered glass when you could actually see it let go.
Right here is a really beautiful point. All of these things fold open. Plate glass was totally jagged, but here you have so much internal stress, it's got to get rid of everywhere.
Okay, so we know what happens when a 2x4 meets plate glass. And tempered glass. Now, it's time for Carl Kernander's magic micro-thin PET coating to take the spotlight.
This little thing with a little adhesive is going to make that much of a difference.
No question.
Really? All right.
No question.
True hurricane glass melds 2 panes of the tempered stuff with PET film. But we're going to use only 1 pane of tempered glass, just to really test it out.
3, 2, 1, fire.
Board meets glass. Glass shatters, but board bounces off. And glass stays put. Like some futuristic force field, the paper-thin coating stops a 9-pound board flying at more than 20 miles per hour. Watch that again. The power at impact tells it all.
Boy, glass breaks fast.
And they absorb a tremendous amount of energy.
We're impressed. This stuff really can save lives. But let's take it to the next level. Remember the jagged edges of plate glass? Could this film protect people from that as well?
3, 2, 1, fire.
Oh, that's great. That whole window just vibrates back and forth. And this looks just like it did, you know, a thousandth of a second after impact before. The plastic is deforming and letting the glass, you know, break but not split.
Now, we've all heard the expression, better living through science. If you live where hurricanes can pay a house call, this is one invention that just might come in handy.
We think of something like this and we think it's roughly a sheet of paper kind of thing, but these materials are amazing.
When we come